Hi, Gemini. This is your tarot reading for the month of December. I do apologize that I'm getting it out a little bit late. You know, it's December. It's the holidays. I've been a little behind. Okay, with that being said, this is for all Gemini signs. I'm calling it a tarot reading, but until I turn around, I don't know if it's tarot, oracle, what it'll be, because they haven't started to speak yet as far as that goes. But I do know that you are definitely looking into being responsible to yourself and paying attention to details, intellect, and your own creativity. Expressing that creativity through, details and intellect. Helping yourself to honor your wishes, your dreams, your ambitions, humanitarian interests. But you are also going to be seeing yourself working through some of your own karmic debts. You do have, Uranus in your 12th house for quite a while. So you're going to be viewing that period for the next, at least 10 years. Some of those karmic debts are going to be coming up and helping you come into a true level of your inner emotional security and your roots. Like over the next 10 years and overcoming some of those ethics and morals, and really come into a new place within yourself and your inner emotional security. That has to do with your 12th house. But you are also going to be seeing a lot of ethics and morals and how you're viewing your relationships right now. And if you are truly using your creative expression within them. And for some of you, this is also for your siblings. Because, that is a relationship. When I say relationships, I mean any and everything you care about, from your children, your loved ones, your spouse, whoever you're dating, your parents, your working environment, whatever kind of relationship is important to you. Even open enemies, let's face it, you have, when you're separated and you still have to deal with your ex because of your children. It's not always a good subject, but there's still relationships that you must deal with, still partnerships that you must deal with. And you're coming into a new understanding of the humanitarian side of these relationships versus truly getting right with self, truly getting past some of your karmic debts and some of your subconscious. Your subconscious is becoming conscious and really directing you into your inner emotional security, but starting with you learning how to creatively express yourself to yourself and others. But it's definitely, they just keep hitting me with ethics and morals. Ethics and morals and transformational healing. Ethics, morals, transformational healing. Ethics, morals, transformational healing. Messages of this. Karmic lessons of this for yourself. As well as some of that may be dealing with your own hobbies, your personal interests, your daily routines of these things. You are dealing with getting over some grief, sorrow, shame, self-judgment, coming into seeing new hidden talents, but I'm really feeling like some of you are just feeling overwhelmed and burdened. And because of it, it's making you stubborn and inflexible and frustrated. But this is all how you deal with affection and action. And I know those two words kind of sometimes sound weird together, but affection is your feelings, how you feel about the situation, how you communicate it. or the lack of communication within the conversation itself, whether it's from you or from others. Because I am very much getting frustration going on. Hold on one second. I want to check something in my notes here. For some of you, it's a powerlessness. Overcoming, feeling powerlessness. And fear. A fear because of the powerlessness that you feel. You don't feel safe or confident. You're not feeling, secure or stable in a situation for some of you. Okay, 1 second. Spirit, seriously. Y'all know I got an ear infection, so that can't be the conversation. Some of you have, okay, thank you. Some of you are having, it's not just fear. You're afraid of disappointment or being let down. It is fear, but it's what's driving some of it and causing a burden and overwhelmed energy. Like I said, again, it's fear. This is like the lower 3 chakras. Your solar plexus, sacral chakra, and root chakra, which is keeping you from opening up the heart chakra quite well. And knowing how to communicate and have self-expression of truth with confidence. And I just feel like you're holding on to negative burdens, negative overwhelmed energy, or even rejection and disappointment and fear that's gonna keep you from moving, ultimately being able to move forward and help yourself. And that's just you having to come into that, sacral chakra, root chakra, solar plexus, and clean that stuff out. Like I said, this is overcoming some of that 12th house inner skeletons in the closet that's caused the self-deception, self-undoing, self-sacrifices, cause the idea of negative mental thinking of your own self, and putting that to bed. Because this is, like I said, this is about coming into starting to, rise that inner emotional security. Sorry, I'm having a situation. Starting to rise that inner emotional security and get confident within yourself, bring back that inner creativity, which illuminates that solar plexus and kind of puts you back into alignment, is what I'm getting. Is there anything else? Don't give up on your dreams. Well, that's always a good thing. I will admit, it seems like the energies that's been coming through, I'm noticing the air sign seems to really be having a very difficult time with them. It's just because the energies don't seem to be going with the flow. They seem to be feeling stagnant and heavy. And being an air sign, that heaviness is really causing issues for in your own personality, in your own personal self, in your own spiritual urges, and connecting without connecting so deeply that you've gone into overdrive and kind of started talking negatively to yourself, is what I'm finding. This is keep a light heart and keep a light heart and don't give up on your goals, your hopes, your dreams, even if they seem to be moving slowly, is what they're giving me. Okay, what else? Gemini. I'm definitely getting, for those of you who do follow astrology, Spirit is saying a whole lot is going on in your 9th house, which is that ethics, morals, spiritual urges, psychic energy. And a whole lot is going on in the community. But your community could be your relationships, the people involved in your, everyday daily life, working environment, and up close and home. I mean, it could be a lot of different things, but it's definitely the unconscious mind coming conscious. Okay, this is my own personal deck. I haven't gotten it published yet because I'm still playing with it, but it has a lot of Hebrew in it, so it's just one of the ways Spirit speaks to me. What is the core energy for Gemini for the month of December? What is the core energy for Gemini for the month of December? Scorpio is what's coming out. And as soon as I pulled this, what I heard was transformation. Period. Transformation. Scorpio energy is mysterious. It is emotional. It is crisis oriented. It is sexual yet seductive. It is intimacy. It is able to manipulate very easily. But it is also investing in something, a place to begin something and let's start it. Let's recreate. But what I'm hearing mainly is this is all about a transformational change for you. A transformational makeover is what I just got. A transformational makeover. What else? Transformational makeover of yourself, of your spirit, of your pure energy, your infinite self, your unlimited potential. This is definitely good. Like I said, I feel like a lot of the air signs, are just kind of like ingesting it and taking it so mentally deep that they're going too far. So I'm saying try to be a little bit more light with it. You're going to get in your head and you're going to talk shit to yourself and talk yourself down. And the idea is to realize when you're doing that and honestly tell yourself when to shut the fuck up. Because there's a difference between, ego putting you in place just enough to keep you right and then it tripping overboard and sucking all the energy out of you. The second house, what was I just saying? Self-worth, self-value, and self-esteem. But this is also speaking to you of, the very things, your hidden talents that help you lift that self-worth, self-value, self-esteem. And when you start living in that self-value, self-worth, and self-esteem, that integrity, it also finds a way to get into your money and bring more of that to you. Like I said, this is a transformational makeover in a form. You're shape-shifting, my loves. Is there anything here for the core energies that need to come out? The Knight of Wands. A Leo could be coming into your life too. But this could be you coming into Leo energy. This is, definitely fire. It's, a fixed energy. Swift, sudden action. I mean, come on. He is ready to go after what he wants. This is definitely a time of action, a time of change for you. A time of self-worth and paying that to yourself. Breathing in that fire, breathing in your inner dragon, so to speak, so that you're bringing that energy to you. It speaks to you also of morals and standards and goals. Is there anything else? It's a time of completion. So the time of what you've known in the past, I'm saying this for everybody, I'm about to say it in the weekly healing messages that I'm about to do. I've been saying this for the last couple weeks too. I mean, the way we've always known things, the way things worked before, aren't going to work the same way anymore. This is a time of completion. This is a time of an ending. but this is time for gratification at the same time, satisfaction at the same time, because there's something new, but it needs stability. That's where the self-worth, self-value, self-esteem, and coming into, feeling it's just coming back into your own liberty is what I'm getting. Coming back into that. You need to get that under control. The wheel can't spin quite properly if all of these pieces aren't nice and tight. It might just cave in, is what I'm saying. So this is saying that the completion has happened, but it still needs to be tweaked before you can really just roll that wheel down the road and without it caving in. And they are warming up my head. So this is all about how you think. Remember, what you think, you create. You are just that powerful to create your own reality. And when I pulled these cards apart, the very next thing that came out was Lovers. Now, this could be a divine union, but this could be coming back, like we're talking about, to yourself, to the divine union of yourself. And Tree of Life, the rebirth. I mean, I just pulled them apart. So, all right. With all that being said, what is going on in up close and personal relationships? They're still giving me the Lovers and the up close and personal relationships. It could be a new relationship. It could be a new beginning. It could be a new transformation. We've already been discussing this. But it could be also in a specific relationship or relationship with yourself. It could be soulmates. It could be twin flames. It could be a guided divine relationship of some form. Or again, with yourself. What else is going on with the up close and personal relationships? This is any and everybody that you care about. Okay, hold on, because if it's like 7 cards, all right, we'll just go with it. The first thing that's coming out is the moon. Your subconscious is becoming conscious. This is your nocturnal energies, your feelings, your moods, your intuitions, your emotional needs, your feminine energy. But it is coming with Chet. Chet is Hebrew. Let me explain it this way. The soul is inside of the vessel. The vessel would be the fence that keeps the world from getting in. It's also what keeps you separated. But inside of you is the soul. The soul is connected to Source. And the only way you can get connected to Source is through that moon and inside of that fence, because Chet is the fence that connects you to Source, that keeps it inside. So the only way you're gonna get happy in any of these relationships that you're with is if you're connected with your true self. Okay, with that being said, the next thing that came up was Saturn, setting the proper boundaries so that you can get right with self. This is you coming back to you, but this is perfect. This is you coming back to you, but telling you exactly the roadmap of how to come back to you, how to go inward and spend time on yourself, figuring out who you are, what you need to accept, what you need to love yourself because you haven't, what you need to learn to heal, where you stand. Come into your self-worth, self-value, self-esteem. Set the proper boundaries. And then the Shin. Quite simply, cut away what does not nourish you in these relationships. Because as you start to do that, those divine relationships, those soulmates, those twin flames that are divine unions are going to be brought to you. Because you are able to use the Shin, which is cut away what is not nourishing. It's cord cutting time. But make sure you're understanding why those cords are being cut. Because without giving yourself that proper love of understanding why those cords are being cut, you're actually not learning it. You're not learning it, which will keep you from getting what it is you are truly after. Then we have the calf, or however you pronounce it. And if you're Hebrew, or you read Hebrew, and I'm butchering these, I do apologize. Please don't be mad at me, because this is the way Spirit explains it to me, and if I'm saying them poorly, I do apologize. I don't mean to butcher your language. But what I'm getting specifically from here is finding actual potential in these relationships to fully manifest what it is you want, what it is you desire. It is bringing it into the crown for the encirclement. You know, for like the circle to begin, you know, the end and the beginning. This is creating the spiral instead of just doing the same cycle over and over again. This is a brand new. This is bending and allowing something new to happen. Taming the consciousness by understanding its very consciousness and then how to manifest it, bringing it into actual potential. It is the power of will. It is above the head. It is the source energy and connecting with that. So this is saying, like I said, this is saying you're spending some time on you, but you're spending time on you to get happy, to get what you truly desire, to get what your heart really wants. But in order to really get in those relationships, them to be very healthy relationships, first you got to start inwardly. You got to start in with you and figure that out so that the real relationships outside of you that you're trying to manifest can actually find their way to you. It's just they haven't been able to just yet. And you're going to notice this in your not relationship zone. You are, because with Capricorn and everything going on in relationships, for everybody across the board, relationships are up. But this is saying it's coming in your 6th house. So in these daily work, your daily service, your ability to work, your diet, your health, your hygiene, your everyday mundane daily tasks, you are going to be seeing these challenges come up. And when I say everyday daily tasks, I mean the people, places, and things that are part of your daily routine. These people, places, and things have energy that you consume. So are these questions being brought to your attention in these daily mundane tasks and people, places, and things of energy that you consume? Because you're getting Aquarius, which is coming out after that, which I call Aquarius the fire, not the fire. I call Aquarius the fireworks. When you go to watch fireworks, you know something amazing and colorful and massive is about to happen in the sky, but you have no real idea what you're going to see. It's the rubble. It's unpredictable. It's finding its own freedom and adoring the change. So something in that everyday mundane tasks, in your everyday routines, should be being unpredictable and showing itself, whether it's good or bad, and showing you the rubble, showing you the freedom, showing you how to adore the change, the shock and awe, whether it's good or bad. It'll be showing you which direction you need to be paying attention to, as well as the people that you need to be cutting those cords with. Now, what is going on in the dreams, the hopes, the ambitions? Dreams, hopes, ambitions. Dreams, hopes, ambitions. Even finances for Gemini. Dreams, hopes, ambitions, even finances. That's the 11th house. It's going to have a lot to do with the community that you surround yourself with. And I was saying, Spirit kept saying community. This is your larger groups, your larger friends, your memberships. This is where the hopes and the dreams. Okay. in astrology. This is also where your hopes, your dreams, your goals, your liberation, your self-realization comes forward. But it has everything to do with having the right community around you, with having the right groups, the right friends, the right memberships that support you being your true real self, coming into that self-realization, that support you, nourish you into finding that self, and then creating those dreams, hopes, goals, foundations, even finances. The next thing that's coming out is hate or hype. This is expression. This is essence of transcending a light. This is thought, speech, action with vertical lines, depth. Hold on. This is the man who is aiming and raising. This is finding the soul purpose. I'm giving you dimensions on a spiritual level. This is the soul purpose. This is the means to the expression in that 11th house. Those friends, those goals, those communities helping support you. Are you picking the right people? Are you picking the ones that support you in your true self-realization, your hopes, your dreams, your ambitions? Because they are the ones that are going to bring you through. You are going to do it ultimately yourself, but you won't bloom quite as well without them. This is telling you to look, reveal, breathe it in. Detach from the doorway of what you've already always known. This is the unattached foot. This is allowing yourself to be free enough for a little bit of wiggle room. Okay? This is, like I said, move into the higher dimensions of reality. Give yourself the wiggle room. Give yourself the uplift. Give yourself the self-value, self-worth. Give yourself the right people. Give yourself the right love to go after those dreams and help you to actually create the reality you wish to create in all areas of your life. But only you can decide what needs to be done. This is it'll form its judgment in this deck. But this deck's a little bit different. That's why I was looking at it. I was trying to figure out how I wanted to say it. This is the eternal flame. You are the eternal flame, but not until you locate your eternal flame. Get it? This is the resurrection of that. This is the push through of that. But this is, again, cutting away what doesn't serve you. Stop keeping a hold of what's not helping you. This is also Aquarius again. So you might have an Aquarius in your life that's coming in, or you just may be very much in Aquarius energy. This is the eternal change. But the thing is, the eternal change never changed because it's eternally changing. Just like you will always be you, at your worst and at your best. So even when you were at your worst, fuck it, it's over with. Now it's time to be at your best. Know that. Believe it. I love you guys. Bye.